Dear friends, welcome to Military Now, where you get informed on the most relevant facts happening in the world today. In this video, we will talk about the aircraft that was supposed to be retired, the platform that the United States Air Force spent the last decade trying to get rid of, the airplane that lawmakers had to repeatedly block from being decommissioned. The A-10 Thunderbolt II, known as the Warthog, is now flying daily combat missions in Operation Epic Fury against Iran. And it is not flying them as a backup. It is hunting and killing Iranian naval vessels in one of the most strategically vital waterways on Earth, the Strait of Hormuz. To understand why this matters, you have to understand what kind of aircraft the A-10 is, and why the U.S. Air Force has been trying to kill it for years. The A-10 Thunderbolt II entered service in 1975. It was designed from the beginning for one purpose: to fly low, fly slow, and destroy things on the ground. Its entire airframe was built around the GAU-82A Avenger, a 30mm rotary cannon so large and powerful that it was essentially the fuselage, with an aircraft built around it. The cannon fires depleted uranium or high-explosive incendiary rounds at a rate of up to 3,900 rounds per minute. During the Gulf War in 1991, the A-10 achieved a 95.7% mission-capable rate, flew thousands of sorties, and fired the great majority of all Maverick missiles used in that conflict. It destroyed more than 900 Iraqi tanks. It survived ground fire that would have destroyed any other aircraft in the U.S. inventory. But after the Cold War, the Air Force decided it needed to move on. The A-10 was too slow for modern contested airspace. Its low-altitude profile made it vulnerable to sophisticated air defenses. It was expensive to maintain. The Air Force tried to retire it in 2014. Congress blocked it. They tried again in 2021. Congress blocked it again. They tried again in 2024. Congress blocked it again, this time with a provision in the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2026, mandating a minimum inventory of 103 A-10s through September 30th, 2026, and requiring a detailed multi-year transition plan to be submitted by March 31st, 2026. The Warthog kept surviving every attempt to put it down. And then, on February 28, 2026, Operation Epic Fury began, and the Air Force found out why Congress was right. The A-10 was confirmed in combat during the first 48 hours of the operation. By March the 2nd, U.S. Central Command officially acknowledged that A-10s had been employed against Iranian targets in the opening strike wave. On March 15th, CENTCOM went further. It released official imagery showing A-10C Thunderbolt II receiving fuel in flight from a tanker aircraft while supporting the operation. The images were the first official visuals of the Warthog in this campaign, and the loadout visible on the aircraft told a very specific story. On the starboard wing, a Lightning targeting pod and an AGM-65 Maverick air-to-surface guided missile. On the centerline hardpoint, a standard 600-gallon drop tank for extended range and loiter time. On the port wing, another Maverick, two AIM-9M Sidewinder air-to-air missiles, and a single LAU-131 rocket pod loaded with APKWS-2, Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System, guidance-equipped Hydra 70 rockets. This is not a close air support loadout for troops in contact. This is a multi-mission combat configuration. The Sidewinders, normally carried for self-defense against enemy aircraft, now serve a secondary purpose in this theater: engaging Iranian Shahed kamikaze drones at low altitude. Exactly the kind of cheap aerial threat that has been flooding the Gulf since the war began. The APKWS rockets, originally designed to minimize collateral damage in urban environments, have been proven effective against aerial targets as well. The A-10, in other words, arrived at this war prepared not just to attack ground targets, but to shoot drones out of the sky. On March 19th, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Air Force General Dan Kane, gave a press conference at the Pentagon. His words were direct. The A-10 Warthog is now in the fight across the southern flank and is hunting and killing fast attack watercraft in the Strait of Hormuz. This confirmation matters. The southern flank of Operation Epic Fury is the maritime theater, the Strait of Hormuz itself, the Persian Gulf, and the coastal waters where Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy has been operating fleets of fast attack craft. These are small, fast, low-signature boats. They are armed with rockets, mines, and short-range anti-ship missiles. They operate in swarms, they move quickly and disperse. And they are exactly the kind of target that high-speed fighters struggle to engage effectively. An F-35 or an F/A-18 Super Hornet flying at 500 knots at medium altitude does not have the visual resolution, the loiter time, or the slow-speed maneuverability to track a fast boat weaving through a congested strait where civilian and military vessels are intermingled. The A-10 does. It flies low, it flies slow. Its pilots can visually identify a target, verify it, break off if necessary, and re-engage. Its GAU-8 cannon can shred a fast attack boat with a single burst at close range. Its Maverick missiles can destroy a larger vessel from standoff distance, and it can stay on station for hours, not minutes, waiting for the next threat to emerge. According to Army Recognition's defense analysis, the A-10 is functioning in this operation as what analysts are calling a tactical kill chain stabilizer. In a battle space where targets appear suddenly, communications are contested, and identification cycles are compressed. Maintaining continuous overhead presence bridges the sensor-to-shooter gap. By orbiting over the strait, A-10 pilots validate targets visually and execute strikes without the latency associated with higher altitude or remote platforms. The persistent overhead presence also forces Iranian forces to remain concealed, delays their launch decisions, and disrupts their coordinated swarm tactics. The aircraft does not just destroy, it suppresses. On March 25th, U.S. Central Command released new images on its official social media, confirming that A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft have been used to strike Iranian naval vessels during Operation Epic Fury. The images also revealed something aviation enthusiasts noted immediately. Several of the deployed A-10s had been given video game-inspired nicknames painted on their fuselages. It is an operationally irrelevant detail, but it is a window into the identity and culture of the pilots flying these missions, and a reminder that the people inside these aircraft are as much a part of the story as the platform itself. There is also the historical context of the A-10's maritime role, which is far less well-known than its land-based reputation. In 2011, during Operation Unified Protector over Libya, an A-10 and a P-3C Orion worked together to engage a patrol boat and several small attack craft in the port of Misrata. In February 2026, just weeks before the war began, A-10Cs flew armed overwatch for the USS Santa Barbara, a mine countermeasures littoral combat ship, during a live drill in the Arabian Gulf. The exercise was explicitly designed to protect mine-hunting operations near the Strait of Hormuz from fast boat swarms and drone attacks. The pairing was not accidental, it was rehearsal. And now, in March 2026, that rehearsal has become reality. The A-10 is flying daily sorties over the most contested maritime choke point on Earth. It is destroying Iranian fast attack craft that threaten the passage of 20% of the world's oil supply. It is shooting Iranian drones that have been attacking Gulf shipping since day one of this war. It is doing this from Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, extending its range with aerial refueling and returning to do it again. The Air Force wanted to retire it. Congress said no. And today, in a war that nobody fully anticipated, it turns out the aircraft that was designed to fly low and slow and destroy things that other planes cannot reach is doing exactly that, in a theater where flying low and slow and staying on station is precisely the tactical advantage the United States needs.
بس تعلي